this buffalo cauliflower, don't expect it to be something that's like super extravagant, because it's definitely not that, but it's easy to make, and it's quick, which is what I'm going for here. So we want quick, easy, and it'll taste pretty good. So I'm gonna cook the buffalo cauliflower. I got sweet potatoes that we'll do with tahini. It's like the best sweet potato thing in the world. So let's start with the sweet potatoes first. And I pre-cut them because they'll take the longest to cook. But if you see, let me show you. I just cut them in like little cubes here. So they're already cut. And then this is the easiest and most delicious thing to make, I think. Hi, Mom. Mom's watching. The easiest and most delicious thing to make here. So I will make these potatoes, and I'll use it for tacos, and I'll use it for nachos. I'll use it for anything. I'll use it for a snack. So I'm just gonna put like 2 tablespoons of tahini in there. It's always best to buy raw tahini because any nuts, let's just get wild and throw 3 in there. Any nut or seeds that are roasted, their balance of omega-3s, 6s, and 9s are like disrupted in the roasting process. So that causes more inflammation in your body. So you always want to try to buy tahini, any nut product, you want to buy it raw. Although this tahini, I'm a little skeptical that it's raw because it's kind of dark. And so that shows me that maybe it's not raw. All right, so I threw some tahini in these sweet potatoes. Now I'm gonna throw some cumin. You just really can't go wrong with cumin. All right, and then I'll do some garlic powder. And just wait till you guys see how easy this is. You know, I cook so that I can like, I just, you know, I want to eat, and I want to eat. I don't want to spend a ton of time in the kitchen, and I don't really like to do dishes. Hi, Alyssa. So here goes some chili powder. So I got tahini, garlic powder, chili powder. I actually really hate doing dishes. And then I'm gonna squeeze some lemon on it. If I had a lime in the fridge, I would squeeze lime on it. But this is what I got. That's kind of my cooking style here. You know, it's like go with the flow. What do you got? A lot of my stuff is like, what's in the fridge salad? What's in the fridge stir fry? Use everything you got. Those are like, that is like my cooking method here. All right, I'm not even gonna waste my time with the spoon. I'm tempted to like eat all that tahini, not in public, Rachel. We're not gonna show your tahini obsession in public. All right, so I put the lid on, and I got the sweet potatoes, the cumin, the garlic, the chili powder, the lemon, and I'm just gonna shake these bad boys up. Super easy. I cut them pretty small so they cook faster. You just want to make sure they're all covered. Shake, shake, shake. Hi guys, Margaret, Tina. All right, here we go. This is what they look like. Oh man, I already can't wait to eat them. All right, so I'm gonna throw them on this piece of parchment paper. So if you're like struggling to cook without oil, parchment paper is your best friend for sure. So it'll like make things crispier to bake it. But yeah, I'll use a lot of parchment paper. But you can also purchase these reusable like silicone baking things, and once this parchment paper is done for, That's what I'm gonna do to be more environmental. All right, so let's get these in the oven. Have the oven at 375, and I'm going to do it in there for like 15 minutes. All right, so those are in the oven. All right, let's get to this buffalo cauliflower. So, really easy version, and I usually like to leave things uncut. I have all those ingredients, maybe I'll do it. You should do it, Alyssa. Do it, do it, do it. Hey, Tracy. What about any chemicals in the parchment paper when cooking? Right, so that's, we gotta choose our battles. Like for me at least, I have to choose my battles. There probably is some sort of like, don't get me crazy on that one, but there probably is some sort of like chemical combustion in the parchment paper, but I have to like choose my battles. But who knows? I don't know. Let's see. Hi, Mom. I wish I could see. Oh, I see it right here. All right, cool. So anyways, the cauliflower. So I usually don't like pre-cutting things or anything, but I'm gonna tell you guys why I pre-cut this cauliflower. I cut them into like this size. And the reason that I did that is there is in cruciferous vegetables. So your cruciferous vegetables are like your kale, your cabbage, broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, things like that. There is there's something in it that's called sulforaphane, and what this does, it's an enzyme that's like that helps your eyesight, improves brain function, is it like is a cancer cell inhibitor, like it helps to stop cancer cell growth. It's like very good for you. And so when we cook, so in order for this sulforaphane to get activated, there's an enzyme that's got to get activated to like turn on this sulforaphane. And so, so if you cook the cruciferous vegetables right off the bat, you kill the enzyme that catalyzes the sulforaphane to get going. Okay, so if you, but to fix that, if you chop your vegetables 45 minutes in advance, then that activates the enzyme, and then the sulforaphane is like activated in the food already. So then when you eat it, you still get to ingest it. But if you just cook it right off the bat, you kill the enzyme that catalyzes that. So the reason like eating raw cauliflower, that the enzyme activates because you're chomping, you're activating it. So if we just chop it and get it going before we cook it, then you're activating that. So you always want to cut your cruciferous vegetables first. So I pre-cut them. So this is my version of buffalo cauliflower. So I'm just going to, and I just want to show you guys how easy it is to eat whole food plant-based, right? So I'm just gonna pour some hot sauce in here, quite a bit. It is not organic, but I really like it. And then I'm gonna throw some chili powder in here. Again, this is not gonna be like breaded cauliflower wings or anything super fancy. It's just gonna be like straight up cauliflower with hot sauce on it. But I'm just wanting to give you some encouragement to show you, like, you don't have to be like a vegan chef to eat this way, because I definitely am not. You don't have to be like a, it's fantastic if you are, you know, but, you know, cooking can be overwhelming. It can be stressful. And stress is kind of the last thing that we need in our lives. So if I can find a way to alleviate some stress for me, that's good. Another thing is that I'm like always hungry. So I always have to like figure out what is the quickest way for me to feed myself. Chop and cook. Yup, you can add mustard seed powder. It will activate the sulfur. Yup, exactly. You can add mustard seed powder to activate the sulforaphane, and you can add radish, daikon radish root powder too. Yup, and actually, I wanted to show you guys this book again. I brought it over here. If you're just wanting to get started on like all these facts and information, get this book. You can get it in an audiobook too. Dr. Greger is amazing. He's real fantastic. All right, so I got my buffalo cauliflower. And another thing about this way of eating is that I can finish this whole thing and like not feel any type of guilt about it, you know? All right, so we got that. This going, I'm gonna throw these on here. But I chopped these yesterday, so my sulforaphane has been activated. All right. But sometimes, yeah, you can't do it. So you can throw that powder on there. Also cooking. Well, actually, I wanna. You can throw that powder on there while you're cooking it. All right, so I'm gonna throw these in, and then let's work on that salad. So I have these ones, 400 for 10 minutes, and then I'm gonna check them out and see what's going on. Another thing I wanted to bring up during this our cooking session on Wednesday is lifestyle medicine. So lifestyle medicine, we'll get going on this salad. This is my everything that I can find in the fridge salad. But I want to talk a little bit about lifestyle medicine because when I was first diagnosed with MS, all they told me was that, you know, I can choose these medications to take and, you know, and this is the way to go. And then I wasn't sold, so I did my own research and I eventually stumbled onto functional medicine doctor. Okay, so I would encourage everybody, regardless of if you have a chronic illness or not, to look into a functional medicine doctor, and particularly one that eats a vegan diet. If you can even find one that eats a whole food plant-based diet, that would be, love the sign on your wall. Oh yeah, thanks Trace. Sometimes I need that reminder. But I would encourage everyone to look for a functional medicine doctor. So what this functional medicine doctor will do, let's see, where do I want to put the salad? In this favorite plate? Yep. The functional medicine doctor, so like for someone who has MS, so instead of just saying like, oh, take these medications, what they did is they, and I'm still working with this functional medicine doctor, and they have a lot of knowledge on like how nutrition affects disease. So we first started by doing like a plethora of tests, blood work, and things like that to pinpoint like the root cause of an illness. And then we look at how to mitigate it through lifestyle changes as opposed to, and of course like medicine, you know, sometimes is absolutely necessary. So, you know, for me, I was just really interested in seeing what are the alternate routes. What are the alternate routes? So that's what I did. And I see my functional medicine doctor all the time. And what we're doing now is we did a gut test for my gut microbiome, because people who are diagnosed with MS tend to have dysbiosis in the gut, which is an imbalance of bacteria, of gut bacteria. So technically dysbiosis in the gut, you have more bad bacteria than good bacteria. Do you still need meds too for MS? So Alyssa, I don't take any. My meds are my food and my exercise, meditation. I meditate multiple times throughout the day, but I don't take any, no. I did for about one year. All right, so far in here in this salad, I have chard, rainbow chard, and then I'm gonna put some celery on top. Yeah, and actually I feel a lot better not taking it than I did while I was taking it, although medication is like a very personal decision, I feel like, for people, you know. There's no right answer. It's all about going with what do you feel, what do you believe. Oh, there goes the hot sauce. What can you manage? All right. Another thing I've been thinking a lot about is stress management. So I'm a middle school high school teacher. I'm gonna throw some celery on here because this is my everything in the fridge salad. It means I just pulled everything in the fridge that I could get my hands on that I want to put on this salad. I've been thinking a lot about stress management. So I'm a middle school math teacher as my day job. And a lot of teachers are, including, well, I wouldn't say including myself, but a lot of teachers, a lot of people at this moment, we're undergoing a lot of stress because we're living through such an extraordinary time. So stress management. I probably shouldn't have taken that bite from trying to go on and on. So we can eat this way, we can exercise, we can, have the cleanest diet in the world or whatever. It's until we get our stress under control, though, does disease really rest. So whatever that we can do to help mitigate our stress, like I said, we can eat the cleanest diet in the whole world, but if your stress levels are high, your body's creating all these responses, right? You're always in high, there's a word for it, like survival mode. So we definitely, and that causes more inflammation, and that causes more imbalance in the gut, which is the root of all disease. Let's see. So some stress management techniques that I use, every morning I wake up and I meditate. Every night before I go to bed, I also meditate. I'll meditate with my students in class and on Zoom. So I don't know what they're really doing on the other side. I know what I'm doing. But meditation, and if you're afraid of meditation, I would encourage you to give it a shot. For those people who are just joining in, what we got going on already is sweet potatoes, tahini sweet potatoes. So there's sweet potatoes, tahini, lemon, chili powder, garlic. That's in the oven. And then we got buffalo cauliflower, which is not that extravagant. It is chopped up cauliflower with buffalo sauce on it. So that'll be coming out soon. And right now I'm working on my everything in the fridge salad. So I basically just pulled everything in my fridge and I'm making this salad. Fight or flight. Yep, that's what I was trying to say. The fight or flight response. So we do not want to be in fight or flight all the time. That's no bueno. make this salad a little prettier here. But I do a lot of reading about, like a lot of reading about nutrition and health. Like I'm very interested in it. Clearly I'm a nutritionist and a trainer and this and that. But I do a lot of reading, and some of the common things that they have, that people who are really successful at managing their illnesses and diseases, they walk a lot, they meditate, they eat a plant-based diet, and they do yoga. Those are like the most common things here. Hi guys, Francis, Gail, Donna. All right, so I'm gonna throw some carrots on here. Let's see what's going on. I'm gonna mix those potatoes up real quick that are in the oven. So yeah, everything that I make here, I really just want it to be really quick, really easy, and taste good. Because to be honest, we don't really have that much time to be, you know, a lot of people have tons of stuff going on. Another thing that's really important to me is that I am cooking for one. You know, I don't have anyone here to cook for, so a lot of the food I make is geared towards cooking for one. And as someone who eats this way, it's very common, even if you have a full family, that they're not wanting to eat what you eat. So that's why it's really important to me also to like show people it doesn't matter if your XYZ husband, brother, sister, whoever you live with, wife, it doesn't matter if they eat meat. You can still empower yourself and cook this way for yourself and cook for one. Because I do it all the time. All right, we got some stuff going on here. Let's see. So I'm pulling out these potatoes to look at them. They look wild and delicious. I'm gonna just kind of mix them up around here. And remember, I kept them really small so that they can cook faster. The potatoes, let's do about 10 more minutes on these bad boys. I'm over here eating the spoons. And you're so good. Wonderful. All right, let's check this cauliflower out. All right, so here's my version of buffalo cauliflower here. Okay, it's nothing, you know, it's nothing extravagant. I'm gonna put them back in for 5 more minutes so they can get crisp. And then I'll be back here talking your ear off. All right, so here is my everything in the fridge salad. We got chard, rainbow chard on the bottom. I chopped up Brussels sprouts, kept them raw, threw them right on there. I put these little tomatoes on here. I got cabbage, ooh, and broccoli. I didn't even see that I pulled that out. So let's throw some of these on here. Yeah, I had a friend chime in. She came on and she said, wow, Rachel, you're really good at carrying on conversations by yourself. I was like, oh, thanks. It's kind of what I do all day at work. And then I do it again on Zoom. But I just like talking about health and nutrition. Yeah. So I ate today like 900 times. I made like a giant stir fry and I ate that a few times. But everything for me is like, whatever's in the fridge, I'm gonna make it something to eat. All right. Oh, here's another cool thing. I'm making an ebook with all these recipes, a bunch of my favorite recipes that are really easy and accessible to people. All right, let's see. We just got, hi Andrea. We just got a little bit, ooh, it's getting wild here with the cabbage. A little bit of time left on those two there, and then I'll plate them, and then I'll show you guys how delicious and easy cooking like this can be. And I encourage you all to try incorporating some plant-based meals into your diet. Another thing that I found to be like pretty cool is that there's one diet in the whole world that helps every single disease, cellular function ever. And that is the plant-based diet, whole food plant-based diet. So it's not like anything special where you have to program it to eat, you know, like I've done things before where they're like, you can have 1 cup of vanilla ice cream at this time. Or like, you know, 1/3 cup of cottage cheese, or like I've done all types of things like that. Or like, don't eat anything for X amount of time. You know, just like whatever, just trying to lose a few pounds here and there. And none of it's really sustainable, or it hasn't been for me. This salad's looking real good. This is everything in the fridge. Tracy, read later since it's long. It would be awesome if this info was taught in school. I can read it now. I could totally see you sharing this with the kids and how wonderful it would be with these healthy habits. Yeah, I agree. I know, I always will spit this information to my students all the time. I'm like, hey, you guys. But I don't want to make them feel bad for eating meat, or, you know, but I always try to teach them and just let them know. I don't know if you guys know about this. This is, well, maybe, but like if you just like put your knife in there, you can make like little cubies in here for all your desires. But yeah, I definitely try to tell my students as much as possible, like, to eat this way, because it is something we're lacking in education. We're not teaching our young people, you know, that processed food is very problematic. We're not teaching them that high stress is very problematic. So I try to dice that in anytime I can and just let them know. Yeah, I love that, Tracy. So Tracy's been a real good friend of mine. We used to work out back in the day in her apartment. That was fun, like a little bit. Actually, I think that was the first time like she let me practice personal training on her. I was like, come on, can you let me do it? I was like maybe 10 years ago. I was like, come on, let's do it. And she was like, okay, no problem. That's fun. All right, so here goes my everything in the fridge salad. And I actually wanted to, let's see, should I put some, what kind of dressing should I use? I'm gonna throw some Hemp Hearts on there, because a lot of people are super concerned. Looks beautiful and delicious. Thanks, Lauren. A lot of people are always concerned, where does the protein come from? This right here, you can get 10 grams of protein in 3 tablespoons, which I've already put in my smoothie. And then flax seeds also has a ton of protein, which I've also put into my smoothie. Let's see. All right, so we're kind of getting to the end here. I'm about to pull out the other food. Another thing, to increase iron absorption, you want to put lemon on it, or like something citrusy. So these Hemp Hearts have iron in it. And to increase the absorption, I'm just going to squeeze like lemon over it. And then for the salad, I will use my favorite dressing, which is called tahini. I use tahini for like everything. I'm like a little tahini, wild tahini girl. All right, so this is the salad. And then I'm gonna grab the other stuff and show you guys that. By the way, I got some in there, so delicious, nutty, and creamy. I got some. What did you get? Yeah, tell me what you got. Oh, the hemp. Yes, the Hemp Hearts. So what do you eat them with? Kind of nutty. Yep, exactly. When you first said nutty and creamy, I was like, wait, what are you talking about? Yeah, Hemp Hearts. Yeah, they're good. It's super good for us. All right, this cauliflower. This cauliflower's ready. So here, I'll put it on my mom gave me this plate. Actually, my mom gave me both of these plates. All right, so I'm gonna put it on this plate. My mom gave me my cooking show plates. I'm just kidding. All right, so here goes the cauliflower. I think I can be more appropriate and use some tongs instead of my fingers. I'm learning how to be I don't know, but I think I might just have to be real and use my hands. All right, so here comes the cauliflower. And there are so many ways that you can prepare like a flaxseed breading for this. A flax breading, which I've had so many times, which is so delicious. I have a friend who has made it out of, what did she use? I don't really remember right now, but just different types of flour, and that's always really delicious. But remembering what the objective of What's Cooking Wednesdays is just like fast, easy, accessible. I really want plant-based eating to be, oops, there goes some cauliflower on the floor. I really want it to be accessible to everyone and easy, and this is gonna taste really good. And you don't have a bunch to clean up. You know, you don't have, all right, that's a lot of cauliflower. Good work. This is gonna be fantastic because I'll be able to eat this tonight and have some for lunch. All right, so there goes my cauliflower. Now let me pull out those potatoes. The star of the show. I'm a potato lover. All right, let's see what's going on here with these bad boys. Oops. They're so good. I'm gonna broil them to make them a little bit crispier, but they're already cooked all the way through here. So just a minute or two. Let's see what we got going on in this chat. Salad, veggie wrap, smoothies. I never bought Hemp Hearts. Yeah, give them a shot, Lauren. There's tons of protein. There are omega-3s and 6s, 12 grams of omega-3s and 6s in 3 tablespoons. Salad, veggie wrap, smoothies, yogurt. Yeah, you can put them in anything. I put it in soup too. Your mom loves you so much. Thanks, Mom. I love you too so much. Me and my mom are like best friends forever, which is pretty cool. We have a real good relationship. She's like my #1 fan, and I'm her #1 fan. All right, so just waiting on these potatoes. Let's see, we started at 5. Ooh, 35 minutes. We've been trying to get it done under 30. Let me get those potatoes. Wow, yup. So wonderful, so delicious. All right, let's get this done. Because What's Cooking Wednesdays, we like to be done cooking in 30 minutes on Wednesday. Maybe I'll get a little bit neater. Ooh. All right, so this is gonna look real wild up here, but let me tell you, this is like my favorite meal right here. It's real orange. But these potatoes, let me go back this way, I gotta figure out. These potatoes, okay, these potatoes, once you try them, they are to die for. No, I don't know about all that, but they're real good. But that's it. We got our what's in the fridge salad. This way. Everything in the fridge salad. And then we got our buffalo cauliflower and sweet potato, cumin sweet potatoes. And pretty close, in and out, 30 minutes here. So, yeah, if anybody has any questions, let me know what you got for me. But that's about all, folks. Looks great.